Good morning and welcome to the morning edition here at daryllorette Cafe. I'm your host, daryllorette. Well, looks like it's the beginning of another weekend. Thank God. Well, yesterday was Friday. Today is now Saturday. Yesterday I didn't really do much other than work out and do my usual work on the computer. And right now it's Saturday morning and I'm having breakfast, so you'll excuse me while I dig into my morning repast, if you will. We'll see if we can talk and eat at the same time. Just remember, we got to keep the eye on the time because we don't want to run out of time. We want to make sure we can get to say goodbye before we do run out of time. So I found my control panel for my webcam, so I switched back to black and white because we got to keep that film noir spirit going. Apparently for some reason, I don't know if I did it or it just happened automatically, but it sort of got hidden with the other icons at the bottom of my screen. I just was poking around down there just a few minutes ago and happened to found it among the hidden icons. It usually always pops up and usually stays there for the duration of my use of the webcam, but it's once I set whatever settings I want to set, it seems to go back into hiding. So I just finished doing some blogging. I blogged 7 Yahoo videos and 4 photos from Yahoo. So that's like, what, 11 posts? In the morning, except for the weekends and Mondays, well, Sunday, Monday, I always got about a half a dozen videos to blog. And photos. Well, tomorrow's Halloween. I have no plans. I haven't done anything for Halloween in quite some time. Must be about 5 years. So not much gonna go on today, I don't think. Probably gonna just spend a quiet Saturday here at the Ponderosa. Haas and Little Joe. Well, my voice is slowly getting better. I think, actually, I think because of the coughing, I think I actually have or am getting over a chest cold with maybe even a touch of laryngitis. I just realized that last night. I think that's my diagnosis. Because all the activity seems to be down here in my chest. You know, with the coughing and, you know, coughing up the phlegm and stuff like that. So that's got to be you know, that's down here in your chest. So that's got to be a chest cold. You know, I don't usually have head colds. My doctor would be proud. Self-diagnosis. Self-diagnosis. Diagnosis? Diagnosis? Self-diagnostic. Self-diagnosis. Went a little Freudian there for a minute. Well, apparently it's not going to cost me any more if I think it's probably a good chance they're all. Majority of full members will vote yes on the referendum of changing the membership from 6 credits down to 3 to become a full member. And I just read on Facebook's actress Facebook account that apparently it's a frequently asked question, but it says they're not going to charge any more, you know, when and if the change occurs. They're not going to charge for permits, to buy permits, and to pay for the full membership initiation fee. They're not going to charge you any more than they're charging you now. So, I think what it cost, since I already have 3 permits and paid for them, that part is out of the way. The only thing I think I would have to pay for is the initiation fee to become a full member. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure I read that the price for that would be, say, was or is 10% of $30,000 or $3,000, whichever is, I think, less. So if I would have made, say, if I got some work, made $60,000. Actually, I'm not sure how that works. But I think bottom line is I'm going to wind up paying $3,000 to become a full member of the union. That's a lot of money. And I have no work. I haven't gotten any work for over 2 years, so it's going to be a bit of a gamble. If I find the means to show $3,000. Well, if I have to spend $3,000 to become a full member, it'll save me about $1,000 because I won't have to buy 3 more permits. And 3 more permits plus background permits, which cost less than a regular permit. A permit would cost me, first permit is the most expensive, costs you close to about $400. Every permit after that costs you, I think, $250. So I would have to, if I had to buy 3 more permits to get 6 credits, that would cost me $750. So right there, I would be saving $750 in permit fees alone. Not to mention, if I were to get any background work, I would have to buy a background work permit, so I wouldn't have to buy any of those as well. So minimum is that I would be saving the $750 in the 3 permits that I would have to buy in order to get 6 in order to become a full member, and I would still have to pay that $3,000 initiation fee to become a full member. So I'm saving right off the bat. I've gone from say spending about close to $4,000 to become a full member with the buying of the 3 additional permits that I would have needed in order to get 6 credits. Well, you know, if 6 credits were needed, I would have to buy 3 more. So, so you know, I'm saving. I would save. I wouldn't have to buy any more credits. Therefore, and if I don't become a full member, I will have to keep buying credits until I do become a full member. So, by becoming, if I can become a full member by paying the initiation fee, which I think will be probably $3,000. I won't have to buy any more permits, so that'll save me $750 bottom line. So bottom line is that if I become a full member when this is all said and done, and that everything goes through the way everybody's hoping that it'll go through, then I'll save money in the long run by joining now instead of putting it off. Because if I put it off and I get work, I'll have to buy a permit, and that'll cost me more money. And I'll be just getting permits, and I won't need the permits, and I'll save time on buying the permits as well, and all that, and paperwork. But it's a bit of a complicated scenario here. Anyway, I think in the long run it might be a good idea to just get it over with. Don't procrastinate. If I'm allowed to become a full member now, when the time comes, bite the bullet now, because if I don't bite it now, I'll be biting it later, and it'll cost me more money in the long run. So I think that's probably my best bet. So I'll just have to find out for sure how much it's going to cost me to become a full member, and scrape together that money one way or another, and bite the bullet now instead of later. Okay, I guess that's it for this morning. I'm Daryl Lorette here at Daryll Lorette Cafe, wishing you a good Saturday. We'll see you next time.